From two sexy guys in the espresso kitchen to an incredibly hottie on our espresso couch. I'm talking about Janez. And he spent a month in New York with the top billing crew. They've just wrapped up their trip to the Big Apple, New York City. And you know what? They took it all in a luxury apartment instead of doing the usual touristy thing and staying in backpackers and hotels. So we thought we'd invite him into studio and share some of the crazy experiences that we're not going to see on camera with us. Janez, welcome back. When did you land?
I landed on Friday night, so I'm still feeling a little bit jet lagged, but I'm getting there.
Now, you had an incredible time. You spent some time on the set with the team from Rules of Engagement.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. It's almost surreal when you fly into LA and you go into those sets. They're so huge, and there's so many people working on those sets. I mean, and it's mind-blowing, really. Amazing people, also so humble. What really surprised me is I thought these actors get 1,000 takes. They get 2 or 3 takes. The director says, if you don't get this one, we're moving on. So it's a high-intensity job. Talk to the likes of David Spade. I mean, he's an absolute legend.
Yes.
You always think, could the guy be as funny in real life? He is hilarious. We laughed ourselves to pieces. He plays alongside a South African guy, actually a boy from India. Not a lot of people know this.
No.
A guy called Adhir.
Yes.
Fantastic guy. Went to school with a friend of mine, the guy that works with me. So it was just great to have that South African connection, you know?
Yeah.
And then David Spade and Timmy, as he's called, have this amazing chemistry on screen, as all the viewers will know from Rules of Engagement. So it was fantastic. So I suggest everyone watches tonight because it's the funniest insert ever.
I know, I've been told, he says to me, Liesl, you cannot ask me anything more. Everyone must watch Top Billing tonight. So I want to know about this apartment. You lived in a luxury apartment in the heart of the Big Apple.
The thing is, I've been to New York, I'm not going to boast now, but probably 5 or 6 times for work, for Top Billing, and we've always stayed in hotels. But this time, because we went for a month, it was obviously better to stay in an apartment. So we had this amazing apartment in Little Italy, right in downtown Manhattan. And it was just, I mean, for the first time, I actually felt like I'm living New York. I'm a real New Yorker. And I'd go running out in the morning and go and do my exercise. And you just meet so many interesting people, you know, walking around the streets. It's not like you arrive in a hotel and it can be quite sterile and impersonal. When you actually live in an apartment, it gives you a whole different mindset as to what the city is about. You know what I used to do? We lived on the top floor. We had this amazing deck. In the mornings, I used to wake up and then run up the stairs, up and down, like 20 floors. It was incredible. I loved it.
That is absolutely crazy, but true Janez style as
exactly.
Well. What was the vibe like in New York? I know you've been there a few times. You've been there for like a week or 2 at a time, but a month experiencing the city. Did you get enveloped into the energy?
It's such an international city. It's one of those places you almost wish you had lived for longer. You know, I almost feel like I've come back rejuvenated and inspired because everything starts in New York, everything happens in New York. They've got the most amazing new areas in New York. They've got this place called the High Line, which is basically an old railway track that they've basically redeveloped and rejuvenated, so it's reclaimed land. And in the middle of the day, you get thousands of people just walking along here, and it's this green space in the middle of this concrete jungle. So, I mean, every day you walk into a different area, you see a different building, you meet a different person. It's inspiring, really.
And food-wise, were you able to stick to your healthy diet?
No, not at all. You can't. That's one thing you can't do in the States. The portions are huge, the food is great, people love to eat, the restaurants are incredible, and we got treated by clients to different restaurants every night, and we just enjoyed life. So I didn't stick to a diet, I didn't eat any salads, hardly ate fruit, but I ate very good food.
Now, I know you're training for something big. Do you want to tell us what it is?
Me?
Yes.
Not yet, that's a secret.
Oh, no, I thought you'd reveal it here on Espresso. No. I know you've got a very big sporting event happening.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get very fit because there's big things happening in the future. So that's why in New York, I was training, I was making sure I was doing my running and getting fit. You know me, I'm the same as you.
Yeah, always exercising.
Always exercising.
Now, tonight on Top Billing, you will be able to see what really went down behind the scenes. Janez doesn't want to seem to tell us exactly what went down, but you'll catch it tonight on Top Billing on SABC3. Before we go, and before I say thank you to you, Janez, do you ever get time to switch off? And if you had to put switching off into a colour, what would it be?
I don't switch off often, but if I had to put it into a colour, I'd go with turquoise.
Turquoise is the colour that Janez has chosen for his switching off. What is the exact colour of switching off? Ewan, you're going to share it with us.